So you've been making music for 6 months, maybe 6 years, maybe twice that. And you're finally to the point where you're uploading way more consistently, you're sharing as much as you can, and you're trying to build your brand, you're trying to build your business. Problem is, no matter how much music you're uploading, no matter how much time you're putting into it, no matter how many people you're trying to reach out to on social media, email, YouTube, just feels like something's missing. Now, if you go take a look in the mirror, what do you see? I bet you it's somebody that's driven. I bet you it's somebody that believes in themselves. I bet you it's somebody with a vision to make more and to find that balance between being able to create for a living, being able to take that brand, market it, grow that income, being able to do it full time. But right now, you're teetering. You're trying to balance that day job that you probably don't like too much. You're trying to find that balance between college that's going to get you to where you need to be, but it might not be what really makes you passionate right now. You might not see the point. You might be trying to balance a family. Maybe you're making money off music, but it's just not enough. It's not consistent enough. It's not substantial enough to be able to jump off that ledge and do it full time. So what do we do now? We know what makes us happy. We know where our passions lie. We know what we're capable of. But just how capable does one have to be to get to where they want to be? Well, in this video, I'm here to help. I'm going to share something with you that changed my life. I know it can change yours. Just bear with me and let's get to it. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, AdamIvy.com. As always, I appreciate you joining me yet again for another video. Now, before I get started, just want to take a quick second to thank each and every one of you guys who have been engaging in my recent videos. You've been leaving those comments, smashing the thumbs up button, subscribing. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. If you haven't yet, hit that button in the corner over here to subscribe. If you want to be a BFF, if you want to join the channel family, just hit that little bell icon to be the first to be notified anytime I upload a video like this. To all of you guys who support the channel, to all of you guys who have been supporting me, thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, come say hi to me over on Instagram. I'll put that information on the screen now. Shoot me a DM, send me a comment, check out my Instagram stories. I try to do some behind the scenes stuff. I'm trying to do that more and more now to really connect with you, show you what I'm working on. I get information from you guys about what your struggles are. You guys give me questions on what you want me to answer in videos like this. It's just a really great way to connect one-on-one aside from the YouTube comments and whatnot. So come say hi and I'll see you there. So I want to share a story that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Hopefully it's entertaining enough, but more importantly, I hope you find some impact and I hope you find some value in it. So a few months ago, I was in Las Vegas, Nevada with a couple of my best friends, putting in some work, having a ton of fun, and one night we decided to walk the Strip. So if you're not familiar, the Las Vegas Strip consists of high-rise hotels, more flashing lights than you can even imagine in your wildest dreams, casinos lining both sides of the road, fountains, street performers, anything you can think of, especially at night, they probably have it. So my friends and I are bouncing from casino to casino until we find this really high-end casino, right? The one with the high rollers, the one with the Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces parked outside. So like some scene out of the Hangover movies, the three of us doofy-looking guys are strolling right onto the main casino floor, pretty much all broke by that point because we had decided to blow our money elsewhere in the previous 2 hours on the Strip. Nonetheless, we decided, you know what's best here is probably just the people watch. So after my two dipshit friends got their free drink from sitting at a slot machine for about 30 seconds, we decided to stroll over to the roulette tables because we noticed that there's a huge crowd amassing around these two guys playing. So we make our way over to the roulette table, which was maybe like 30 feet from where we were over by the slot machines. And there's a crowd, so we like wiggle our way in. I'm not as tall as my friend, so I just got in there. And I realized very quickly that it was like the high roller table. That's why everybody was standing around. There was these two individuals. There's business conferences in Las Vegas all the time. So I was assuming they were in town for a business conference. They were kind of in like dress casual. One was wearing a suit. One was just a button-up shirt with a tie. And they were dropping major coin. So at this point, Nick and I are right up against the table. Zach had to take a phone call or something. So he was back. I didn't really give a shit at that point. We're watching these guys duel it out. And all of a sudden, Nick says, "Holy shit, dude. These guys are playing for $5,000 or $10,000 per spin." Now, maybe my boy Nick and I just don't have a ton of life experience, but this was some of the craziest shit we had ever experienced with our own two eyes. These two guys were blowing $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 at a time. Every 30 to 60 seconds, they'd lose it. Now, granted, once in a while they'd hit big and they'd go up or, break even or whatever, but it was crazy. At one point, in 2 minutes, this one guy lost $40,000. Now, I can tell you that Nick and I certainly weren't playing it as cool as the rest of these rich people standing around the table, because there was just two white guys standing there like this, like, "You see this? You seeing this shit, bro? You seeing this shit?" Now this is where the story takes a turn. Now it's super easy to lose track of time in Vegas, but at this point I think we had been standing around the table for maybe 20, 25 minutes. Zach finally joined us, and I look over at Nick and he is visually like starting to get upset. Now I need to add this for context, but at this point Nick has had, let's say, a couple drinks. So I want to make sure he's okay because I'm a DD, I don't drink myself. So I nudge him and he breaks concentration and looks over at me. I said, hey bro, you okay? What's going on? Now the entire time I could tell that the gears were moving. Nick was deep in thought. He wasn't spaced out. He glances back over at the players in disbelief at this point, looks back over at me and says, Adam, this just makes me want to rob one of these guys. They've literally just lost in 10 minutes more than I make in a year. Now, Nick isn't robbing anybody. He doesn't mean it seriously, but it made him think. And it made him kind of desperate. It made him kind of just disgusted with the kind of money that these guys were just losing and gambling and having zero regard for just blowing minute after minute after minute after minute. It was at that moment that my entire demeanor, my entire mood, my entire outlook for what was going on changed. I looked over at Nick very seriously and said, what the fuck kind of risks have you taken in your life? I sat there and explained to him that the exact same way that these guys are willing to risk large sums of money on that roulette table was probably the exact same way that they amassed their fortune to begin with. They amassed that amount of money where they could just play with tens of thousands of dollars to begin with. See, in order to take those goals that you have, which I hope are big, and actually reach those goals, in order to take that vision of yours, which I hope is pretty fucking awesome, and make it a reality, you have to have the balls to risk it all on yourself, to bet it all on you. Now, I'm here to tell you from personal experience that you're never going to be fully comfortable taking that leap. You're never going to be ready. You have to force yourself to do it because you're always going to be able to take excuses and mask them as justifications. Oh, I'll do it when I'm out of debt, or I'll do it when I buy that camera. I'll do it when I'm ready and when I'm a little bit better, when my skills are a little bit better. The thing is, it's okay to be scared, but you have to identify and you have to be vulnerable enough to tell yourself, I'm scared of this. This is kind of scaring me shitless. I don't know if I'm ready. You have to just go for it. Listen to me very closely. Being scared is okay. Being scared is a good thing. Because if you're in your comfort zone and nothing scares you, you're not dreaming big enough. You're not taking big enough action. You're capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. You're capable of so much more than your fucking coworker Cheryl thinks you can do, or your mom, or maybe your brother who's, bigwig somewhere. They might not understand your creative side. They might not understand YouTube or music. They might not understand what you're sitting in an office with fucking headphones on for hours. What are you doing? What is he doing? It's a hobby. It's not. It's up to you to make sure that they know that it's not. It's up to you to make that dream and turn it into a reality. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to admit that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because that's the thing. We have to figure this out. That's why I'm making these videos. I'm trying to help you figure out what the heck you're doing. I've been there. I feel afraid on a regular basis because I'm trying to bite off more than I could chew all the time. I'm trying to test my limits, test my boundaries. Because, if you shoot for the stars, you might land on the moon. I don't know, whatever the saying is, but it's absolutely true. If I set out to make $100,000, then if I make $80,000, am I okay with that? No. If I set out to make $1 million and I end up with $400,000, I'm going to be a whole lot better with that, a whole lot more okay with that, because I set my goal so high to begin with. Today, it doesn't matter what day you're watching this, today is the day that you need to start going all in on you. Start believing in yourself, for Christ's sake. You need to start having that confidence, have that love, appreciate yourself, have some self-dignity and respect. Because stop looking at these people that are winning, stop looking at these people who have busted their ass to get where they are, and stop looking at them with envy. Stop looking at them with jealousy. Because they deserve to be where they are, and they're always going to be ahead of you if you just sit there and watch with popcorn talking shit about them online. The real question is, are you doing what it is you know you're destined to do? Are you pursuing your dreams? Are you actually taking action, or are you just talking about it? So many people's profiles I see on Instagram or Twitter say aspiring rapper, aspiring music producer, aspiring bodybuilder. What the fuck does that mean? Are you doing it or are you not doing it? I don't know what aspiring means. Either you're taking action or you're just talking about it to your friends and wanting to sound cool, wanting to feel successful before you're ever really successful. I've said it in other videos, guys. Act as if until you are. Don't worry about the end result. Worry about the process. You got to go all in on your dreams. I don't care if you don't have the resources yet. I don't care if you have all the time in the world. I don't even care if you have the skill. Hard work trumps skill 99% of the time. I promise you. If you truly believe in yourself and what you're doing, then the fear of taking risks won't stop you. What's the difference between taking massive risks, betting it all on yourself and failing, compared to never getting started? Last time I checked, you start in the same place. Either you do, or you watch others do. It's up to you to make that decision. Now, I want to know how many of you are still with me. So if you made it this far in the video, I want to hear about it. So in the comments below, say, I bet on me. Because I bet on me, I bet on you. Do you? And if you have made it this far in the video, thank you. You guys have no idea how far ahead of the curve you guys are from making it through a video. So many people watch a video for the first 2 or 3 minutes and then miss all the value. It doesn't matter if it's my video or somebody else's video. So your follow-through game is mighty strong, and I appreciate that. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, all I ask is that you smash the thumbs up button, smash that little like button. It's down below. And if you haven't yet, which side? I think it's this side. Smash the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'm rambling, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be a BFF, if you want to join the channel family and be the first to be notified of new videos like this or other videos that have more tactical tips and tricks as far as building your business and brand, all that stuff, hit the little bell icon. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Comment, say hi to me over on Instagram. I'm rambling. I apologize. All that information will be on a screen right now. And until next time, you can find me at AdamIvy.com.